Hello. Welcome back to another new games review. I'll just adjust my little microphone there. Now, I've been wanting to get some information out about Ramon Online for a while now. These guys came out with an absolutely fucking baller video.
They brought their wrath to our sacred valley. They thought they broke us, wore us out, puncturing our existence. They ravaged our lands. We fought for scraps. We fought for survival. But they forgot one thing about us. We lived in the underbellies of this world, and the shadows dared not take us. They built this world around us. They thought it was the end of us. They thought we were gone forever, but they were wrong. The age of peace has come to an end. Rise, my fellow orcs. The time for vengeance is here.
I love this bit here. It's very, you know, like the graphics aren't massive, but it's still a baller of a video, right? Ramon. So, coming in fall of 2022, I actually had a look. What the fuck's fall 2022? That's an American thing, right? But end of year, maybe. So, we're talking quarter four, right? Quarter four, maybe quarter one of next year if you actually go and have a look at their white paper. And we'll go through some of their white paper. I like what I've seen from this game so far. I quickly had a bit of a chat with one of their devs, and I'm impressed with this. I like the white paper. I'll point little bits and pieces out. What is it? It's an MMORPG built on the Solana blockchain. The game will be built for cross-play on PC, Android, and iOS. Reminiscence about the uprising of a forgotten enemy who had hidden in the shadows for centuries. Players choose for multiple races and classes. The game also operates on a fully player-driven economy where players create sub-economies, own real estate, sell services, mine resources, forge equipment, participate in boss raids, etc. The white paper's good. I'd love more information. I definitely would love more information, but the game modes, that's where, you know, as a gamer and like someone who's played multiple games, WoW for 10 years, this sounds actually pretty awesome. So it talks about some of the basics, talks about the mission here, gameplay objectives. It's cool seeing some of this stuff. This shows you maybe what some of the artwork's going to look like, maybe not. Metaverse Web 3. I didn't see anything about what engine they're building on. So are they building on Unity? Are they building on UE4? Not too sure yet, but I'm sure we'll find that information out. I remember seeing something about a tweet about it. But it shows you here, free-to-play gamer and gamer with NFT assets. Part of their information was about the fact that you can't have just NFT players to enter the game. Otherwise, that cost of entry may stalemate that game and you might not get picked up. No bums in seats. I talk about this all the time, right? So if you don't get bums in seats, the game may fail. So I love seeing this, and they've broken down, you know, additional boosted rates from having equipment, gemstones, houses, lordships, total base rate. So it's showing you what you're getting it for. But even then here, free-to-play gamer, guild war champion, mentor to newbies. So if you join a guild as a free-to-play player, then you're actually going to have a chance to earn more in the game. So that's very, very cool. It's going to put a guild play element into it. And, you know, like you're going to see guilds pick up games like this. Metaverse talks a little bit here. This is another thing. I saw this, and if you have a look at this, and then the first thing I went and did was go and have a look at, like, this. Oh, hello. So I went and had a look at that, right? And I kind of go, it looks a little bit too much like Lord of the Rings for my liking. But obviously there are small differences, but maybe that's a choice they've made to get that. But the video cinematic had a very Lord of the Rings feeling, especially if you look at Two Towers, right? It was about the orcs versus the rest of the world. So it's got that whole introduction there. So we go through the characters' races. It says here, the players will choose one of 12 races in the game. In the lore, we have created backstories for each of them. The first 5 will be released in Phase 1. So Dragon Warrior, Elven Mage, Dwarf Lord, Monkey Healer, go the monkeys, and a Cyborg Ape. This is the bit that I like the least about having read this. So, Cyborg Ape. During the Cataclysm, the elves found themselves having poor close combat abilities. Through their research, they created a derivative species from apes in their labs. So you would think like maybe bring out a dark elf ape or something like that. But these metal-laden apes were strong and fearless in battle. After the war, the population was freed of slavery and allowed to populate in the forest of Ostanisra. So Cyborg Ape, you are a very D&D, Lord of the Rings style theme coming out with Cyborg Ape. Definitely something I raised to the game dev. Game modes. This is the cool part, right? PvE, default gameplay where you can level up, quest, etc. Dungeon raids. Once per day, up to 5 people. Awesome. Love it. Boss raids, up to 10 people, once a day. Love it. In this mode, Guild Siege, up to 100 members each will lay siege on different fortresses. This event will occur on Saturdays with multiple fortresses open for a siege at different times of the day. Winning guilds of each fortresses are awarded a performance bonus for the week in their play to earn rewards. Fuck yes. Anything that's going for up to 100 people, this is going to be MMORPG at its best. You know, like, this is why I've got very strong World of Warcraft feels to it. Leaderboards, guilds. To create a guild, the initial guild is free with an initial capacity of up to 10 players. You can increase the players by paying rock. So that is the not the crystal stuff that you get that's in Western Australia especially, but that's the game utility token. So they do talk about the 2 tokens, obviously being a dual token system. RAO, which is DAO, you know, that's the easy way to remember it. So that's the government's token. You'll be able to claim staking rewards. They'll have something come out with more information about that down the track. But there was, to avoid conflict of interest, development team will not own any unvested ROC tokens. I like seeing that specifically, right? Business model, not a lot of great detail. It's going to be pretty much the same as most other business models we see in it. Technology, Solana, NFT, benefits. It doesn't actually talk about the game that is being built on or the platform that is being built on. So the team, I'll go one back. There's nothing really about the team. They talk about how they're spanning AAA gaming studios, leading e-commerce giants, top tier, and that. But this is the thing as well, is they don't plan to be out this year. So don't expect all of this information now. They may be working at jobs in their industry still and don't plan on giving it up until halfway through the year as the game progresses through building. So obviously, do you want to invest in a game like this at the start? That's going to be up to individuals, right? You need to make those decisions yourself. But then it has a look at the roadmap, and you can see here, public sale March 2021, team expansion in May. So that's going to come after the NFT sale, of course. Private marketing in May, private sale of the RAO in Q3. So the game's only very early. You can see that from having a look at the 2563 people on their Twitter. And let's go to Ramon, 6,600. A lot on the Discord, but not a lot on the Twitter. Overall, I'm super impressed with what I've seen so far, and it's definitely something I want to keep up with what it is. That was a little bit of a side note. But SolSand, someone come and asked me recently, can you have a look at SolSand? It's a Metaverse project building out. Metaverse projects aren't my biggest radar. I looked at this and I thought, this is your NFT, right? I didn't get very far. Let's just go. I didn't get very far through the website and information, right? But it's about you buy that bit of NFT and then it gives you a plot of land, right? So I went down here, 5,000 unique sand. They're definitely unique, aren't they? Look, I don't know. I don't understand how projects can get away with minting things that are so pathetically drawn out. I'm disappointed with seeing that, right? I do believe I jumped on the Discord. It's just not my thing. So the foundation Q4 2021. Then it talks about the launch, the verse, and that. It lost me just due to the fact that you can't be releasing things like this. To me, you can't. I'm not interested in that. So CryptoStraps. Now these guys sent us a special Grape gun. And I thought, cool, I'll pencil it in, I'll have a look. If they're sending us something promotional, I would like at least to have a look and see if I can see what the old barn dog, is it a game, what's it doing? But from looking at it, it's just an NFT project. That's all I can see at the moment. I'll go through little bits of it. They're going to create a validator as part of their plan. So that's the gist of it. They're going to have a validator from their NFT sales, and you're going to get the coin. It's just a single coin that I could see from staking your NFT and Solana with them, 0% locked up for however many time. Thing is, you can do that with Phantom, right? You can load up Phantom and you can go and stake it there for between 5 and 9%, and you can find plenty of places with zero fees. The weapons are cool. I haven't listened to any of these AMAs yet, but you know, I don't have all the time in the world to do this, so I just thought, well, okay, let's go and have a look at their Discord as well. I did go onto their Discord and try and have a bit of a look, but even the fact, the FAQ didn't have a whole lot of stuff in there, right? There was no website that I could find. The vision was the most information, and to me, this isn't professional enough. There needs to be more on a website than just this information. It's not well designed. Maybe it's a small team. They're working full-time jobs, but this is their art. Their art is cool. They are putting time into building out their weapons, and they're looking different, right? And the validator, they talk about how they're going to be doing zero commission. Other people can stake on the validator. Ammo is going to be the coin. That was a cool ticker, I should say. But it doesn't really go out to me. And the tokenomics, 50%. So it must be obviously 300 million. So 50% go to the NFT holders. 29% go to the validators. Only 10% to the team. 10% strategic. Only 1% to liquidity. Very, very low. I couldn't read this stuff down the bottom. So to me, would I be buying in this? Absolutely not interested. It goes past me. Lux VR Metaverse. Now, I've just talked about one VR Metaverse. This one is actually pretty cool. This has, like, I think this could be big. One of the reasons I'm looking at this is because they're coming to Grape to do an AMA next week. I'm in conversations with a couple of the content creators at Grape and with their team. So I needed to do my ape research today before I started talking to the team. We, as content creators, we put our face to this, right? Grape puts their name to it. We bring them in. We don't want projects rugging you guys. I don't want projects. I'd love people to make money in a world, but there's going to be rugs along the way. So even though we get them to stage, it doesn't mean we're giving them the rubber stamp, but we should still be making sure that we don't just bring crap projects, right? Now, let's have a bit of a look. Has this got sound? Should have sound. So this is a bit of a developers having a look at that. Now, as soon as I heard that, I just thought this has a Disney feel to it, right? There's going to be 5 different land parcels. It hasn't minted yet. They have minted one NFT. What that NFT does, I'm not too sure yet. This is the NFT Lux AI. I went and bought one. Full disclosure, went and bought one today from the preliminary research I've done, and it's only gone up 0.05 since then. So they've got a different verification system on their Discord. You go in, you open up, you sign a wallet address to verify, and I'm curious to see more. They're going to be having some VR stuff within their metaverse. I've been listening to one of their recent, one of their recent AMAs. It was with 4 other teams or something. This one here. These are all smaller named sort of projects, so it's very interesting. These guys are minting, I think, somewhere around the 4th of February. So they'll be coming to Grape next week, hopefully. I'll chat with the team later on tonight. But they've got a big company, it says here, global finance firm with decades of experience is handling their tokenomics. I think it says they're going to be the first. Obviously, Star Atlas is their lead. You know, old Wags is a economist by level 4, whatever it is. But I'm impressed with this enough to say I just went and bought one. It's for Solana. You know, do your own research, not financial advice. But we know metaverse stuff is absolutely going gangbusters at the moment. This is one of the reasons why. These guys have paired up with Audius, Aurori, SolSteads, other big ones. SolSox is, funnily enough, you hear that. Degen Apes, Solarians have a shitload of money. So does that mean they're going to be tied into Rumble Worlds as well? look, there's a possibility of it, okay? Now, their first artwork was actually completely computer generated, and this video is meant to show part of how it was created. It just keeps going in through itself, etc., etc., etc. But the first computer generated complete launch, I think 5,555. Don't quote me on it. It could be less. Eve.shade. Now, I went and had a chat to the main dev from this, and this game gives me goosebumps. They are very low, 617 members. Their Twitter, 596 members. This game gives me goosebumps. Go and have a look. Let's have a look at the big screen. Now, cinematic, right? Wrong. This is gameplay. This is from the game, UE4 gameplay. Keep watching. All right, there's some important stuff here. February 2022, Solana NFT gaming experience. What you're minting with this is they're going to do, so this is the 5,555. He loves the number 5. You're minting a female character, and there's a plan to be building multiple games. So you're going to be taking this character into the next game. That's why there's been some questions, sorry, itchy schnoz. There's going to be questions about how come you're minting this when it's a racing game, because they're going to be doing multiple games. They've got extra games in production. Smallish team, I think around 5+ friends. He's doxed. Really cool dude. I mean, I obviously had metagates at Grape, and I love those guys. They actually are gamers building games, and that's what we need more of in Solana, right? So this is going to mint towards late February. He set a price on it. They haven't set a Solana price. Solana up, down. And I'll put the number out there. $150 to $160 is what they kind of want to aim for. That could change depending on developing. So take that with a grain of salt. But that's gameplay. This is impressive. There was something else I saw down the bottom. Where was it? I didn't realize Dot Shades. I didn't realize he had actually done an AMA. This is why. As soon as I saw this, I thought, holy shit, that's actual gameplay in the trailer, right? That minute. Because a lot of these projects are putting out cinematics, right? But you can see that you got players on the side here, they're screen capturing this. This is actually them, and this is old mate here. Pommy guy in his late 20s, he's got some Twitch and some streaming. I don't know whether he did pro gaming, but we talked a bit about gaming. I am super impressed on this one. Go and send them a follow, send them a like, have a look. There's going to be a chance to get OG to be able to get early into the support and stuff like that. These are there's a reason why I'm doing a longer video today, is because I just had so much fun in actually searching through some of these. Yeah, I've got some poo games and stuff, but there's also a couple of bangers in here. Champions, I haven't had a look to be able to actually go deep into it, but you can see 33.6k followers. Some of the gameplay and graphics and stuff like that is absolutely amazing. You're seeing a lot of pair-ups with Ethereum as well, but if you're not following this one, maybe have a look. It's a bigger one. Pawnshop Nomies have approached Grape this week. They had a quick chat to me. These guys are going to be an NFT lending protocol. Now, it's actually minted out. It's had a bit of activity. I can't vouch for it one way or the other. This is the light paper that I it's not a lot of information for me, but we're going to start seeing a lot more projects with that. So, the big ballers for me today, definitely Ramon Online. Have a look at that. It's early. They haven't minted yet. Maybe March for the first mint. So, follow the crowd. Have a look. This one, Lux, does look good. I'm interested to see this AMA myself personally. It's cool being in the hot seat and being able to talk to these metaverses build. This card, this was already given out, I believe, access cards. So I actually don't know whether it was given out for owning one of these. Maybe it was. And that's what I went, I just ape and thought, shit, I'm going to go and buy one, right? There wasn't a whole lot at 4. Then they start bumping up to 5. But they minted somewhere in the 0.5s or something. So DYOR. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope I've shed some light on some great games. Definitely go and have a look at this one. This game here, and I'm not getting paid by this team, right? I'm not getting free NFTs or anything like this. I genuinely want to play games. This reminds me of Super Nintendo games of like F-Zero, and the music done by one of his mates or someone he knows that's creating music for this game. How can you not be excited for things like this? So the price point also very, very cool. Cheap. I'm impressed. All right. Hope I've helped. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.